on my 2001 Palomino trailer. It's a Stampede S-17 ultralight. Now I bought this, I got a pretty good deal on it. Problem is it's got a rotten floor. So the walls aren't rotten, it's just the floor. So I'll just show you what I've been doing here. I've ripped all the cabinets out where the bed goes. I started pulling the fridge apart, got the kitchen cabinet apart. But I'm going to show you the reason for the leak. So the water pump used to sit right here, and where is it? So here's the water pump. Now what happened is this water pump sat right here. And if you have a look at it, this piece here on the water pump cracked. So I actually glued it just to get it to work, but that cracked and it was leaking. So what happened is it leaked all in here, and this whole floor is rotted right out. And it's really shocking that something like that could ruin your whole trailer, unfortunately. So there's one metal beam that runs over here, a couple that run here, and I'm gonna rip it out and see what's underneath. I watched a couple other YouTube videos on how to do this. I've never done it before, but instead of trying to bandage it, I thought I might, do it the right way, rip it all out, start from scratch. Hopefully I don't have any issues. Again, I've never done this before. I've never taken a trailer apart. I don't really even know a lot about trailers, but I'm figuring it out as I go. The cabinets are pretty easy to take out. Kitchen cabinets are easy to take out. I was able to disconnect these and just kind of undo the screws and pull it out. I was a little worried about the fridge, but after watching a couple of YouTube videos, I learned it's just a few screws, so I'm going to take that out and try to get this out. This is the only thing I'm kind of worried about. Alright, so I got the trailer mostly ripped out. Most of the appliances and everything else are taken out. Luckily in the walls there's no rot, it's just in the floor. So you can see it's pretty bad. It's completely rotten. I think that really bothers me about this is the floor. So you have like 3/16 plywood with, I don't know, 3/4 foam and 3/16 plywood, maybe a 1/4 inch plywood, and that's the whole floor. And then you have a gap that's 5 foot by 6 foot, and that's all there is. It's a little foam and some plywood. I think it's this is it right here. It's completely rotten. Again, that's the entire floor. 2 thin pieces of plywood and a piece of foam with no joist here. It's just open. It's crazy. Alright, so I got about 2/3 of the trailer floor completely ripped out. Now, luckily the walls here, they put an aluminum beam here and there's no rot in there. It's just this wood. So what I'm going to do is put a new piece of plywood, and then there's these screws to anchor it up into the aluminum. And I just can't believe it though, because in this part of the trailer, I'd say it's probably about a 5 by 5 foot area with no metal bracing. And the only flooring going over the top of that are 2 1/4 inch pieces of plywood with a piece of foam. So you can imagine that just sitting all the way across here with no support other than some wooden beams. So this is a wooden beam right here, and these would run across. So you had a couple of these wooden beams that would run across with the foam and plywood in between. And I mean, so I bet you this floor was loose when it was brand new. It just took over time. The water pump leaked, and it leaked in here, and just a little bit of water and the floor sank down, and it was so bad that it was sinking down about 4 inches here. So I got it all out. Tomorrow I'm going to rip apart the bathroom. And once I'm done that, I'm going to put new plywood in the whole entire floor of this trailer. And we'll do an update video then. So as you can see now, starting to put the new floor in. And I put a metal cross beam here just to add some strength. There should have been a cross beam here when they built the trailer, but I don't know why there wasn't. So it's starting to look good now. I managed to get some of the subfloor, or sorry, the first bit of the floor down. So I'm putting a 3/4 inch plywood down, and once I get that all done, I'm going to go over it one more time with a 3/8 plywood. So I'll have just over an inch of solid wood floor here, and then I'm going to put some vinyl plank down. So I got the floor in the camper trailer now. It's nice and solid, and I'm going to start putting my flooring in now. I'm just going to be doing vinyl plank. Okay, got the flooring in, turned out really good. I'm going to start putting everything back together now. So I'm all finished. I got everything back in, everything works. And just doing the last video here. So I used the vinyl plank flooring over top of the plywood. Turned out really good. It's nice and solid. It's better than it was when they originally built the trailer, because originally when they built the trailer they used a 5/8 piece of foam with 2/4 inch pieces of plywood on the top and bottom, and it was junk, total garbage. It rotted out. The whole floor had to be replaced. So it's all done. I got the cabinets back in, the batteries, the water pump, the fridge, the heater, the kitchen, the stove, the hot water heater. I hooked up all the lines and everything. The floor is nice and solid. It looks good. It looks new. Total time to do this repair, like a proper repair, to change the whole floor and put it in and take everything out, I would say it's about 50 hours of stressful labor, the kind of labor I just would never ever do this again. But I'm happy it's done. It had to be done. If you have any questions, post below. I'll answer your questions. So I was really scared getting into this. I didn't know what I was getting into. I did watch a few other YouTube videos on how to do this. It gave me the motivation to do it. Once I started ripping things apart, I got super stressed out. I was really scared I wouldn't be able to put it back together. I didn't know what else I would find. Luckily, the walls are not rotten. It's just the floor. So really happy with how it turned out. Now I'm going to guess there's a lot of other trailers out there that are probably having the same issues. Again, this is a 2001. And I'm guessing if you have a trailer that you bought 15 or 20, 25 years ago and it was built this way, I can't see how it wouldn't be rotted. Like, it was just, you know, the plywood with the foam, just garbage. So originally the water pump leaked. And when the water pump leaked, it just came right in the middle of the floor, and there's no supports here. It's just open area with foam and wood. So it started to rot, and then the whole thing sagged out. What I don't understand is over here where the water didn't leak, it's still rotted. It rotted everywhere. So I think these things are just prone to rot. They're not built to last. Someone I was talking to has been actually looking to buy a trailer for, you know, a good price. They're looking for a 20-year-old trailer, and several of the ones they've looked at have rotting issues. So post below, let me know your experience with trailers. If you have a rotting trailer, if you're going to do this repair, I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks for watching.